Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Module 10. This week we will be discussing the skull imaging series. We will also be reviewing for your final exam as well as your final lab practical exam that you will be demonstrating for me next week. If you haven't already been assigned or chosen your lab practical, please reach out to me so that I can get that to you. Now is the time to practice. We will practice this week in class, and we will be practicing maybe a little bit before class next week if we can all get there on time, or early, excuse me. If you have any questions or last minute things you want to practice, I would suggest coming in early. Otherwise, next week we will be going live, and I expect you to be well rehearsed with your required projection. That includes being knowledgeable on how to operate the equipment, how to position your patient. You are going to be acting it out to me, so like you're bringing your patient in, explaining who you are to them, verifying their identity, positioning them, moving the equipment properly, selecting the proper film size, telling me what KVP you will be using for this exam, and then shielding your patient if they are of reproductive age, verifying there's no chance of pregnancy, and then finally taking the exposure. I really recommend that you practice this. We're going to practice this week. You're always welcome to come in and use the classroom before or after class, or any other day of the week. You can go to the office and ask them for the key to room 302 and say that you need to use the equipment to practice for your final lab practical. As long as you turn the machine off and you lock the room when you are done and bring the key back to the main office, that's perfectly fine. Same situation for written assignment and lab assignment this week as always. 1 to 2 page paper, cite your sources, talking about the skull this week, and lab assignment is the same as well. The skull has a lot of bones in it, so don't get caught up in too much of that. We're just going to hit the highlights, the main ones, the big ones that I want you to be familiar with this Wednesday when we meet. So if you have any questions, let me know, but the big things I would be focusing on this week if I were you is preparation for your final exam, making sure you have all of your notes prepared, and feeling prepared for your lab practical exam. I'll see you all Wednesday.